Ow, everybody, welcome to Before Your Eyes, take 2. Because I want to place my webcam differently. I don't want to see my ugly face in the webcam. So hey, guess what? New game. Don't you dare even show my fucking ugly face. Got that? This game about blinking. Fuck you. Places change. Stop showing my ugly ass face.
Get away, you lucky fowls. That's
Camera
mine.
Beside.
Well, hello there, stranger. Whew. You're a real bright and shiny one, aren't you?
Yeah.
I asked you for your name, but sadly you got no mouth to speak with, or hands to shake with, or nose to look down with. So we're gonna have to find another way. See, what you'll find is, even though you're no longer in your body's still inside of you. If that makes any sense. So, if you understand what I'm saying, blink over my hand here. Ooh, well look at that. You're a blinking genius. I knew you were special. You see all them poor souls down there, lost in the waves? I didn't choose any of them. I chose you. See, I just sometimes get a sort of a hunch, or what's a better word? Notion? A better word than that. Premonition. A premonition when a soul's worth pulling up.
Alright.
Now you see that tower out there? Big, scary one?
Yeah.
That's where I'm taking you to see the gatekeeper.
Oh,
To be
great.
judged. I'm gonna present your case. Tell her the whole story of your entire life, from proud to stern. Now, if she's impressed, I get paid the Bitcoin, and you get yourself a spot in her magnificent city. If she ain't, well, I eat seagull for dinner again, and you, well, we don't have to worry about that, because I am the best orator you'll find on these sickly waters. Class A storyteller, believe you me.
Alright.
Shut up, you trash birds. You had your chances. It wasn't my fault you were no good. Layabouts. Unsatisfactory. Clock watchers. I got some words for you.
Okay, I'm gonna make this game quieter. What the fuck? What the hell am I playing?
Sorry you had to hear that. Ooh. So sure, maybe I'm not the most verbose storyteller out there, but I know how to spin a yarn if I'm given something to work with. And that's where you come in. Your life. You're gonna show it to me. I want to see exactly what made you so absolutely great. So, just think back to the very beginning, the first thing that you can remember. I'm gonna send you there. But understand, no matter how much you like it, you're not gonna be able to stay, alright? Every time you blink, you're going to jump forward in time. Could be a second, could be 5 years. That's just how this thing works. Alrighty then. I hope he's ready for this. Now, the next time that you blink, I'm gonna send you back. Now, don't be afraid, and don't try to fight it. The thing to remember about blinking is, well, it's only a matter of time. And just try to enjoy it this time.
We'll see about that.
Look at that sun. We've got a long, beautiful day ahead of us. Why are you smiling like that? You must really like it out here, huh?
It's
Well,
okay.
I get that. Let's go get you some seashells. What do you say?
You're writing music. I know music sheets. I read music. Hey, mom, where the fuck are you going? Let me read
You
the
see
sheet.
that big spiky plant over there? That's called an agave.
Okay.
The day really slipped away, didn't it? Oh well, days have a tendency to do that, I guess.
Ooh.
Okay. Go ahead, kid. Look at that. There's your little hand.
We have to make him do this every birthday.
That's a great idea. Yeah, that'll really be something to see how he grows. Man, the zoom on this thing is fantastic.
Oh, you want to play along with Mommy, don't you? Give it time. I'm sure you'll be better than me soon enough. Now, where was
Yay.
Sounds good, honey.
I'm sending it to my mentor next week. It has to be perfect.
Well, sounds pretty perfect to me.
Yeah, what do you like about it?
What do I like about it? I like the music.
That's very specific.
I also like the person playing it.
Yeah. I'm worried that might have something to do with it.
Bubbles. Yes.
Look at his little face.
Oh,
What do you think he's thinking about?
sleeping.
I don't know. Probably solving the problems of the universe.
So, do you think he's going to be smart?
I don't see why not. I mean, we're both pretty.
No, it's not derivative. At least I didn't think it was. Do you think you could tell the other members of the selection committee what I just told you? Right. No, I'm sorry. I guess I just put a lot of expectation on this call. Okay, I understand. Thank you for considering my piece, John. It really means a lot.
I'll fall asleep here.
Oh, that's sure a little mess of color. You know, if you keep working at it, one day you'll be able to paint exactly what's in your head. You'll be a real artist. Unlike your poor mom.
Yeah.
See? That used to be my piano. My dad gave it to me. He loved music. Fled his home country just to have a chance to pursue it. God, he made me practice so much. I hated it at first.
So I know the bass notes, but this is it's 3/8 tact? Who the fuck? What kind of tact is that? It's like no, it's not really that. Okay.
I think he hoped to make it further than conducting the high school choir. Never said anything, though. He was what you might call the strong, silent type. Can you believe I grew up in the snow? And I came all the way out here to the beach.
Yay!
I don't even know how I got here. Your dad got his job and I just came with him.
Yeah.
Like a human suitcase.
Okay, Benny. Are you ready to see something really special?
I just don't want him to get attacked. Richard,
What?
that's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
We can't keep him, can we? I mean, I'm pretty much definitely allergic, so no, right?
No. We'll find someone to take him. But while he's here, I say we call him Ernie. Little Ernie, fits it.
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember? There you go. Doesn't that make you feel happy? Like you just want to jump up and down? Now what about C minor? You remember how to play that one? Very good. Just one note different. But that one sounds sad, doesn't it? Amazing what a difference one little change can make on how a person feels. Sort of like me and your little friend on your piano there.
What's up, cat?
She was in grad school studying composition. I never met anyone like her. I just prayed to God I could somehow keep up. I think she liked that I was a professor. Gave me a certain gravitas in her eyes, you know, which I very quickly lost. God, she dragged me to so many places. It was wonderful. Where would you want to go if you could only go to one? Well, just remember to put on sunscreen. Man, I gave you some unfortunate genes, didn't I? Luckily, Mom gave you some good ones, so yeah, let's hope they balance each other out.
Yeah, let's hope so. We're gonna play the big one now. Damn, I'm tired. I'm not even entertaining right now.
Wait, that's my piece. How did you figure out how to play that? Richard, are you hearing this? He's playing my piece. He must have figured it out by ear.
Up, cat.
Oh God, I have my interview in 5 minutes and I completely forgot to feed him.
Don't worry, I already did.
Oh, thank God. For a moment, I forgot what a great father you are.
Focus on the interview, honey. I got this.
Excuse me, of course, sir. It's all organized into folders, sitting ready on my kitchen table. They will literally be on your desk when you get in. What could possibly happen to the files between now and tomorrow morning? We are fine.
Fuck. Just peed on my paper. Bitch. Bitch.
When's he coming?
I'm flying him out in February, remember? You know, I think he was pretty surprised that I could actually afford to do that.
Hey, why not? You're a working woman now.
I guess that's true.
Don't let it go to your head, but yeah.
Please let the cat know. It's time to use the litter box, though.
Baby steps. He's got one eye.
This is called a metronome. We use it to measure time so we don't get lost in the music. I want you to start using it before Grandpa comes to visit. You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius, which might live on after you're gone. So I asked him, what about your children? Thinking, you know, I might be a work of genius just as I was. He said, yes, I suppose. If you made a work of genius, I could live on through that as well. No such luck for me. I haven't seen him in over 10 years. Can you believe that? I wonder if he'll even recognize me.
All right. Yeah, it's 1:30 almost. I'm tired.
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
Klavierstück. Why is it spelled with a C? Spell Klavier with a K.
Subdivide the time. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E. You're off. You're off, Ben. You can't hear that?
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That's not.
There you go, buddy. Okay, now keep a firm grip on it, just like that. Oh my. Well, don't think you like that, pal. Sorry, buddy. Turn around, Elle, so we can photograph you.
I'm just
really behind right now. Why don't you take photos in the backyard? It may not be interesting at first, but if you keep going back out there every day, you'll be surprised by how much it changes.
Ernie!
Ernie!
Buddy!
Ernie!
Ernie!
Ernie, we need you!
God, Elle, what if you got eaten by a coyote?
My sinuses would be eternally indebted.
What did you just say?
No, I said I'm really worried. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty!
God, honey, I'm worried too.
I know, sweetie.
Ernie! Kid! Come to Papa! I know you're mad about last night, but this is ridiculous.
What happened last night?
He's back.
Oh, God.
What?
Well, if he survived that, I don't know how worried we have to be.
Okay, well, let's take this seriously, okay? He has one eye. That means predators can come up from one side of him he doesn't even know. Okay? Let's take this seriously. Ernie! Come on, dude!
So you're saying it's a coincidence that it disappears for weeks and then comes back with a huge belly?
But Ernie's a boy.
And you're sure about that?
Thought I was.
I'm still not understanding how you let this happen.
I don't know. I didn't think about it. It just happened.
You just happened to find a stray cat in the alley. We keep it even though I hate cats. And now it just happens to pop out 5 more?
Sorry, I didn't realize you hated cats.
For a professor of signs and symbols, you're really bad at reading them.
Okay, that's funny. That's really witty.
I let us keep him for Benny. And I'm happy about that. But I really can't have 5 cats around the house. It's just not sustainable.
Well, maybe we can put them outside or something.
Problem is, he's allergic.
We can find homes for them.
Can I put the cat away from the mother?
He keeps coloring the grass blue, the ocean green, and then the sky red.
And what's wrong with that?
No, are you kidding? I love it. Were you able to pick up the new book?
Yes, the Manila Galleon is of particular interest.
I meant Benny's book.
Oh, yeah, got this too.
What is this? That's not a good sound. Almost sounds like a dog, which we don't like. We have cat. My stomach feels really weird. I feel like I'm about to vomit.
I know, it seems impossible that you could ever play something so complex. But just take it one day at a time. Trust me.
Wow.
You're really getting there, honey. Next week we'll start working on your other hand. Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win.
Okay.
The quiz said find the 0, and he just drew an arrow pointing to it.
Well, what's wrong with that?
I mean, everything is wrong with that.
And line 12 is definitely wrong. So, let's translate the 12th. We got this part right. So it's 8 12th plus 4 12th plus 6 12th. So there's 18, 4 and 6, it's 28 12th. Which wholly means it's 2.5. No, wait. 2 1/3, but whatever.
Congratulations, B! First of many, I'd assume.
I want that box full by the time I come in there. If you don't play with it anymore, we're getting rid of it.
No. Don't get rid of it.
Isn't my house. It's not my house.
Right. It's my house. You have 5 minutes to get down.
Fall back, you fool. I'll have your heads. I'll feed them to the cat.
Chloe, I'm playing.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Come over here. Yes, Mr. Camera Boy, I'm talking to you. Why are you always out here taking photos? You know, if you really want to take a photo of something cool, you should take a photo of this.
Chloe.
Oh shoot, I think I gotta go. But, try to take a photo of me running into my house. I'm pretty fast, so I don't think you'll be able to. But you can try. What the hell? How did he do that?
I'm good.
Quiet, everyone.
Alright, it's the next day and I'm feeling a lot healthier.
He's about to play for us.
Wow, L, he's unbelievable. My God, I didn't realize our head of accounting was raising a musical prodigy.
Didn't you used to be a composer yourself, Elle?
No, I don't know if I'd say that.
But you used to write your own music, right?
Yeah, but I haven't done that in years. Not since he was 4 or 5 years old.
And what do you do, Richard?
He's a professor.
Of what?
Well, no one really knows.
No, I mean, what's his field?
It's maritime archaeology.
Very cool.
But no one really knows what it means.
Unknown legend.
It's kind of one of those professions that stops a dinner party short.
Okay, more wine?
I'll have a little more wine, please.
Nah, what a shot.
Alright.
The class is world history. My name is Mr. Isaac. The class will be broken up into
Hey, you.
units.
Look on your desk. I wrote you something.
This is a quote. I want each of you to write it down. Not doodle on the sidelines, not stare off into space. Okay, now I will go on to the next slide. Chloe, tell me, what did the quote say?
Right, I definitely know this.
You were taking notes, weren't you, Chloe?
Oh, yes, of course. Come on, dude. Help me out.
Come on, Chloe.
So, those who do not remember the past repeat the past. That's right, right?
Indeed it is. Though I'd prefer you to answer without the help of your boyfriend next time. If we do not keep
You
an
broke my
accurate
new
account of
talking
the past,
rules, but
we are
I
destined
asked you to,
embarrass
so
ourselves in
I
all
guess I'll have
ways.
to let you live.
And now, on to what you've all been waiting for. Grades.
Hmm?
Assessments. 60.
I tried to convince your father not to buy you that thing, but he insisted. Half suspect he bought it for himself.
I wanted to write that one thing down.
Though,
No.
I will admit that. Oh, I want the job of whoever gets paid to think of that crap.
At long last, the favorite conscious is ready for battle. For a play skip. Join Marcy, a Dota 2 hero, and the Four Sad Brothers as they search for the lost man at legendary Queen Conch. And repel monsters with Dr. Abs, patented seashells, and coerce them into spectacular battles. That's an Xbox controller. I'm 11 years old.
I've definitely seen you next door, but I didn't realize you guys had become friends.
Oh, sure. We sit together in history class. I don't know what I'd do without old Benny.
Very sweet. Thank you for playing his game with him.
Your dad just thanked me for hanging out with you? That's a very interesting detail. Okay, shut up. I really want this one. Maybe I'll use Tickle Stick. Whoa, that's a pretty good drawing. You should draw pictures of more different stuff. Not me, though. I'll
Aw.
actually kill you if you try to draw me, and you saw what I'm capable of in your backyard. Benny, why did you draw me? You're not good enough. I look so ugly. Ugh.
You're fine, girl. You're fine. Are you playing some weird version of Pokemon?
It's called a magnet school. It's about an hour away in a town called Burton. I know the change can be scary, but I just want you to go in and meet the dean I spoke with. You know, life can take you to some incredible places if you're really, really good at something. It's just, you've had so much trouble making friends at Playco. I want you at a place where people really get you.
But I have Chloe. One friend is more than enough. Maybe I have one friend. What the fuck are you talking about, mom? Bright future is waiting. Don't lie to kids. The older you get, the worse it gets. There's nothing happy to wait for.
So what do you think, Benjamin? You think you could excel in that sort of an environment?
Sorry, he gets very shy.
Oh, not to worry. If he's as gifted as you say he is, shyness is no problem. Why don't you two come back closer to the end of the year for an audition? We'll get a few pieces that you can have him start learning. I'm eager to hear what your son is capable of. So, I understand you were a musician yourself. Where did you study?
Oh, Berkeley. But I was in the composition department.
Ah, and who did you study under?
John MacDonald?
I understand he's very difficult.
Yes. Taciturn is the word I use.
Taciturn. Yes. People have described me that way, if you can believe it.
Oh, I would never say that about you.
Thank you. I wouldn't either.
You seem very warm. Very caring.
some kind of staring contest. I will stare you down, bitch. Okay. Bah.
As you can see, there are some very fast runs.
Holy shit.
And a lot of stuff I've not taught you properly yet. So no pressure. I just want you to try. And we can see if you start enjoying it.
Wohltemperierte Klavier. And it's just the piano notes, the bass notes, like. I cannot even talk that fast, and I play music.
Just like to see you really rise to the occasion. Just this one.
Oh, what
I
the
wish I had
fuck
the
is
option to go to
this?
school like that when I was your
Can I
age.
zoom in on
I
that?
wouldn't be
What the
working
fuck
in
is
this
this like?
boring job or living in this boring town, I'll tell you that.
Remember, today is the first day of the day.
Don't answer that, Ben. You can talk to your friend after you practice.
The calls again, I will definitely go onto the phone for.
Oh my god. Is she really calling you again? What, is she obsessed with you?
So listen, I found a construct.
What are you doing? I explicitly asked you not to pick up the phone.
Hey.
Oh, he's fine. Let him talk to her.
Oh, what do you know about anything that's going on right now?
Okay, you know, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't raise your voice like that.
Well, then don't stick your nose into things that you're completely checked out of.
Okay.
Man,
Maybe
did I just
am
cause a
little
fight
checked out,
with your
but
parents?
I actually think the
I'm
fact
sorry,
that I'm
dude,
checked out means
but
I'm
you
able
should
to
also
help
cherish
the
the
ocean here a
summon.
little bit.
My mom and dad used to fight, and I would always hate it, but now I actually miss it a lot. Anyway, so basically across the board, crustacean types perform well against mollusk types. So we gotta be leaning on lobster a lot more in these reef battles. Then, once we get to the trench, we'll be facing what they call craniate types, so chondric types will be what we need.
Mm-hmm.
But we haven't even gotten any of those yet. Anyway, it's all pretty complicated, so we can go over it in history class tomorrow. But listen, I definitely don't want you to play without me. But if you do end up playing without me, spend as much time as possible in the Red Reef, because that's supposedly where you can find these chondric types, which we're for sure gonna need. But we'll talk more tomorrow, okay? Okay, I gotta go.
Okay.
Anubis, in the presence of Ma'at, who you remember is the goddess of truth and justice, would weigh the deceased soul against a feather, determining whether it was worthy of entering into her land of the dead. And what if they are deemed unworthy? Well, you can see that ugly fur ball under the scale?
Hey,
That is
Mr.
Amelie,
Kid.
and
That's
she's got, and
Look
yes,
at it.
that's a she. The head of a crocodile, fur of a lion, see, and the body of a hippopotamus, though I would not say that to her face. Now, as you can see, She is ready to devour any of the deceased who do
Ew,
not.
why is he so scared looking? Okay, I'll call you when I'm leaving my house. You better pick up my call, dude.
So I am not quite sure why I don't hear more frantic scribbling right now.
Slightly worried about having him change schools just as he's starting to make friends.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only reason she keeps coming here is to play that game you bought for him.
Okay, well, listen, I don't claim to understand the motives of children.
Richard, Benny has a chance here. A real chance to be really good at something. I mean this with no offense at all. But I don't think you actually really understand what that is.
Huh. No, I suppose you're right.
Oh, Richard, please. God, why is it like that?
How bad? First time we see how bad one. Chloe. My call us, isn't she?
Lights out. You need to be rested for tomorrow. Memory consolidates when you're asleep. So if you go to sleep now, you will awaken a master. Trust me.
Oh,
Richard, tell your son to turn the lights
Chloe's
off.
gonna call me 100%.
Mom says turn the lights off.
Not Mom says, you say.
Wow, didn't think you'd actually pick up. I'm a sticky for a baby. I apologize. Okay, so meet me out in the alley in T-minus now, okay? Chloe, out.
That's great.
You know, I'm really glad you're here.
Me
There's
too.
something I've been meaning to talk to you about. Or to get off my chest. Okay. I don't think Consters is actually a really good game. My cousin Yoon, he was in town this weekend, and he was explaining how it's actually a ripoff of a really good Japanese game. He calls it a cash grab. So, I'm sorry that I made you like it because it's actually a terrible game. But I also think that if it was a really good game, maybe we wouldn't have enjoyed playing it as much. We would have been so focused on how good it was and not the feelings we had while we were playing it. Like, my favorite vegetable is the tomato, but Yoon thinks that they're the grossest ever. And you're probably the least popular boy in the school, but I also like hanging out with you the most. Which was also something I wanted to talk to you about. I like hanging out with you a lot, which is weird because after what happened with my mom, I never like hanging out with anyone. So this has been a big surprise for me this year, in a lot of ways.
Okay.
I think I like that you let me talk. My cousin never lets me talk. My dad does, but I can tell he's not really listening.
What now?
Probably didn't sleep at all. Out in the cold all night. You're already feeling sick, aren't you? It's okay, you still got this. I mean, all the practice had to count for something. Maybe just try and close your eyes now and get a little sleep on the way over. I'm going to play the recording so the sound of...
In your own time, Benjamin, we are very excited to hear. Okay. I think that's enough. So, Benjamin, why don't we plan on having you come back next year again, once you've had a bit more time to practice? Yes? As you know, Burton isn't the right fit for every student, and I wish you the best of luck on your path, wherever it may take you, okay? All right. I really want to thank you and your mother for coming all the way out here. I know it was quite the drive.
Maybe I pushed you too hard. Maybe I turned into my own father. I don't know. You have to find something to focus on. The world isn't very kind to people who aren't really good at something.
Yup. You don't need to tell me that, I know that shit.
We want him home from school for a while. Just until this nasty thing clears. Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office? There's a small clerical thing I need you to look at before I can let you two go.
Oh yes, of course. I'll be right back, Benny, okay?
Just maybe 5 minutes, kiddo. Okay?
Something serious, isn't it? I can hear her cry. Yep. I'm gonna die.
It's such a crucial time in his development. He shouldn't be confined to his room.
Yeah, look, having him home for a little means I can spend more time with him. You know? We can focus him, make sure he's staying engaged.
Can you please try to speak a little softer?
Can this guy speak louder? I don't know what you're saying.
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school. Mm-hmm.
I wonder how long this sound goes.
Hey, B! Dinner's ready! B! You hear me?
Yeah.
Why isn't your son eating this, Sal? No. You mean you haven't been sick? Well, ever since he got sick, all he does is make art.
And Mr. Benjamin Bryn has been awarded first place.
Life's going so fast.
You are not here to learn to be painters. You are here to learn to be artists. And although I was hired to teach you, it is a sham. There is no teaching art. So don't just sit there slack-jawed. Make art, you ponies! Oh.
Oh, how very wacky and fun these are. It's very zany, very kitsch. Lucky for you, the world is always in need of more greeting card artists. There you go, Mr. Bryn. Feel each shape. You fiend!
It looks horrible.
I want you all to take a long look at what Mr. Bryn has done here. You see, he has reached down deep within himself and created a masterpiece.
It's trash.
I pray you have a strong hold on yourself, Mr. Bryn. For I fear with talent like these, you may soon be swept away by a whirlwind. It becomes difficult putting one foot in front of the other when they are no longer touching the ground.
Uh-huh.
I'm stunned. The ironic sincerity of this piece is so sincerely ironic.
He's flipped the discourse so thoroughly.
I don't even want to hear this shit.
I know that lots of agents gave you lots of cards, and it all probably feels weird and alienating and the opposite of what being a starving artist is supposed to feel like. But if I can teach you one thing, it's that if opportunity knocks, you open the door. Making a living isn't selling out. I wish I had thought of it that way.
Benjamin! Marvelous show last week. Truly stunning. I've never been prouder. One little thing. A birdie told me that Elba Pressenhuber gave you her card. Now, I want you to cut that card into little pieces and feed it to an alley cat. Elba Pressenhuber is not in the business of the arts. Elba Pressenhuber is in the business of business. And you, child, you are no businessman. You are an artist. Live like one.
Uh-huh.
Don't worry. You're not selling your soul.
Fuck this shit.
Look at that. You've crumpled my contract. Whatever you want, kid. Sure, you got talent. Okay, that's it. Get out of my office. You know I'd call security if I thought you were actually a threat. But what are you going to do? Paint me to death?
Oh, we'll paint it to death.
To being a difficult artist, the best of us are. Ah, this is divine. So, now that you've grown your wings, tell me, young master, where will you fly? May I suggest somewhere abroad? This American air can be stifling. Ah, now what to eat? If we both only get appetizers, I can afford to go Dutch. Otherwise, I thank you for the dinner.
Honey, stop. Is that a...
Oh my god. I think it is.
Of all places.
I stay true to my art and make real artwork.
You're happy you threw that contract in her face now. You didn't sell out, and you still got rich. Oh, but listen to me, Benjamin. Now is the single most important moment in your entire career. Collectors, curators, how we all love a rising star, and how bored we become once it's settled. Keep rising, Benjamin.
Okay. Where the fuck is Chloe?
Hey, Ben. Don't even pick up this call, okay? I mean it. I'm just calling to inform you that I went to the doctor today, and, well, I'm gonna be a little sick for a while, but really, I don't want you worrying about it at all. Oh, Benny, I told you not to pick up. There's nothing you can do for me right now. All you can do is just keep painting, keep striving. You make that work of true genius. I can just tell you're almost there. So, I'm going to hang up the phone now, and you're just gonna get back to work, okay? Goodbye, Benny.
But that's enough from me. Now, you'll hear from the person who I believe is the single thing in the world my wife was most proud of. Her magnum opus, so to speak. I think you all know who I'm talking about. Benny? You ready to come up here?
So she died.
Go on, B. Say something. What's wrong? Why aren't you talking?
I've never talked, Dad.
Hey, you. every day. And there's one thing that everybody is asking me. What's going on with Benjamin Bryn? And what am I supposed to say? That I haven't heard from my star pupil in 6 months? This is getting ridiculous. You are a snake. You're a fraud. But worst of all, Benjamin, you're a little tease. I have told the world that Benjamin Bryn is a genius. I have told the world that Benjamin Bryn is silent because Benjamin Bryn is hard at work creating his greatest work yet. But you are doing nothing! The world has forgotten you, Benjamin! They have moved on! And I have moved on too. You have broken my heart.
Hey, B. Just calling to tell you. I think I'm selling the house. She's everywhere here, son. I can't move without bumping into her. And I just find myself breaking down again. I hope you understand.
Take whatever you want. With your mother gone, I'm hoping to finally live without all the clutter.
I'm just so glad you got to speak to her one last time. I mean, I know she told you not to pick up the phone, but, well, I'm just so happy that you did.
She just wanted you to focus on your work. That was the only thing that mattered to her. What's that? What's so fascinating, son? Look. It's unbelievable, Benny. It's like she's standing in the room with us. Like I can see her in the paint. I can feel her.
Oh, that's not really happy, isn't it?
Is that really you? It's Chloe, your neighbor. My God, I can't believe this. It's been years. I just walked through the entire show. It's unbelievable. I'd love to walk through it again with you. I mean, if you were down for that.
Sure.
I just can't believe that my entire childhood, I was living next to a bona fide genius. I should have guessed it. I mean, with all those little drawings you did. Remember when you still drew my portrait even when I begged you not to? God, you were such a little jerk back then. I kept that drawing, you know? Oh my God, I bet it's worth quite a bit of money now.
You better don't sell it, bitch.
And your mom. I always heard her playing piano from next door, but I didn't know she wrote the actual music. She was a genius. Like mother, like son, I guess.
Maybe.
Hey, so, not to be forward, but what are you doing after this? Maybe we could get a drink or something?
Yes.
I'd really love to catch up. I can't believe everything that's happened to you. I want to hear all about it.
What?
Now would you look at that? I cannot believe my luck.
Oh. Oh, the wolf is
You
back.
finally hit the jackpot, Flapjack. Oh, the nobody nothing's dying every day. You finally sink your hook into a... Oh, well, there you are. Well, hello, sir. If I had realized, I would have cleaned up. I'm just used to fishing up a different class of soul. I mean, sure, I've had scientists, a couple college athletes here or there, but whew, an internationally renowned painter? The gatekeeper's gonna eat you up. Hey, speaking of that, why don't we give your story a test run? Maybe you help me out with the word choice, since, you know, I'm still working on that. See if I'm getting all the strokes right, the proper composition, if you catch my drift.
I caught the drift.
Forget about it. All right, here we go. Gatekeeper! Before you stands the soul of a great man. Would you describe yourself as a happy kid or a lonely one?
I guess happy.
His childhood was a happy one, growing up in a loving home raised by loving parents in a quaint village by the sea.
And, what'd you say your mom was? A composer or an accountant?
Composer, hello?
His mother was a composer who, with the need to support her family, took a job as an accountant. How would you describe her as a teacher? More encouraging or demanding? Kind of like your champion or more like a... Therefore, as his piano teacher, she was over-demanding, forcing him to practice day in and day out, hoping that he might one day achieve that greatness that she never could. And how about that neighbor girl? What was she to you? Was she your best friend or your first love? Now, be honest here.
Obviously.
But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his first love and blowing it the next day. Now, from that moment forward, his mother gave up on him. She knew he didn't have what it took to be a truly great musician. But little did she know, she just picked the wrong medium, right? See, when he was 12 years old, he got sick, and he had to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he rediscovered a talent he'd forgotten: painting. Sure, he loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. But for the first time, he saw it in a more serious light. He was accepted into an exclusive art school where he caught the eye of an esteemed professor who launched his work into the national spotlight. Now be quiet, all of you. With expectations on his career mounting, he stalled himself into bankruptcy, which turned out to be a blessing, for it wasn't until he returned home to the house he grew up in that he began work on what would ultimately be considered his masterpiece. I said shut up, you scumballs! You mucky fowls! All right! I get it! I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
They caught us, didn't they?
I had assumed as much anyway. I should probably tell you, those things, they're not regular gulls. They're lyre birds. They're what becomes of souls who try to lie to the gatekeeper. And once they try that, they're never allowed near her city again. I get to feeling bad for not defending them right, so they just stay on with me. Living reminders of my oratory shortcomings.
Oh, yeah, good thinking. I'll be back to get you once I'm done with this one.
Hopefully you won't be seeing him again.
They're like calling us out.
Bitten sap, you know that? Just look at him. Poor fool doesn't know what he's in for.
Oh.
Now don't think that I haven't dealt with people like you. You're ashamed of something. Something so terrible, you're trying to blink right past it. Because if the gatekeeper knew, she'd have to dream up fresh new hells to punish someone as worthless as you. And I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you're the rottenest soul that I ever fished out of that black muck. And I should have thrown you back and sanitized my paw as soon as I laid eyes on you. But it's too late for that. We're in this together. And the gatekeeper, she'll see right through your fake lies as if they were glass. So I'm gonna ask you again to start from the very beginning. And this time, I want the truth.
Fine. The truth.
Not this.
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
Doesn't that make you feel happy? Like you just want to jump up and down?
You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time.
This. Stay here. What did your mother hear on that phone call?
I'm getting it. Hello? Yes, of course. This is Elle, his daughter.
Oh, what is it?
See, she knew she hadn't yet lived up to her father's expectations. And now, she never could. Let's keep going.
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
You were a prodigal talent. I get it. Let's move.
One knee in it. Eternally indebted.
What did you just say?
This isn't a trip down memory lane. I need you to stay focused. Yes, I understand about the cat. Let's keep going.
Yep. Remember that scene? I was curious myself. It sounded like a dog or something. Wait, cat disappeared. Oh my god, the dog ate the cat. That's what I thought. Fucking bitches.
Death of those cats must have taught you a terrifying lesson. That simply being alive wasn't enough. So then you went to work. To make yourself sensational.
Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win.
I like hanging out with you a lot, which is weird because after what happened with my mom, I never like hanging out with anyone.
I know you want to stay here, man, but we don't have the time.
I'm not.
Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office?
Come on, keep blinking. I have...
That's another one.
Make sure he's staying engaged.
Can you please try to speak a little softer? I really don't want him to hear us talking about this.
I mean, what's the point?
Why is it not working? Happening here? Why can't I do anything?
I mean, what's the point? I mean, what's the point? What's the point? What's the point? The point.
What do you mean? What's the point? What's the point? What's the point? Point? Point?
What the hell am I supposed to do?
What does that mean?
What's the point of any of
What am I supposed to do here?
any of it? If he's never gonna get any better.
Okay. Let's not say that. Okay? We know we don't mean it.
I know I don't. I know.
I mean, what if he heard one of us saying something like that?
I'd never forgive myself.
It's okay. He's asleep. But it's okay.
I see. You got sick. You howled at the moon, at the top of your lungs. You were sick for a long time, weren't you?
Yep.
Sicker than healthy kids are supposed to get?
Yup.
Well, no matter how painful it gets, I need you to remember. We're almost at the end of this.
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school. Try writing with it. Well, hello, Benny. It was your grandfather's, but I used it in college to write lyrics. Exactly. It was very artsy. Actually, I was just good at fooling your dad. Made him think I was some kind of genius. Why don't you write the story of your life so far? And then what you're going to do once you get better. That's the story I want to hear.
That's his story of Geistnet.
Man, this is wild. You really got into this, didn't you? Oh, here I am. But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his first love and blowing it the next day. First love? Okay, Benny.
Oh.
And you know, we really could have just slept on the beach another night. But I'm also glad we didn't because, well, another night wouldn't be the same night. If
That
that
is-
makes sense. Okay, back to the story.
This is kind of embarrassing.
He'd loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. Man, you take your doodle seriously. I did not realize, but I respect it.
Oh,
I respect it. I do.
Oh no.
You are going to be in there for about 30 minutes, so try to get comfortable. You're doing great, buddy. Just a little longer, okay?
What would happen if I actually stay here for 30 minutes?
Knock knock. You're gonna be so annoyed with me, but I couldn't help but overhear Chloe reading loud from what I think was your story the other night. I know. I promised myself I wouldn't eavesdrop, but I would really love to read it if you'd let me. What do you say? You know I'm such a big fan of anything you do.
Oh. Can you not wait till I died or everything that she found out that I'm her first love before I died?
Can't.
Go in there and tell him you loved it.
I'm sorry, I just can't. Not right now.
Okay, don't worry. Just go to bed. I'll talk to you.
Hey, B. Just want you to know that Mom loved your story. She's just, I think it was just very emotional for her to read. But I thought it was great. I mean, look at this. His childhood was a happy one. Growing up in a loving home, raised by loving parents in a quaint village by the sea. I mean, I'm certainly glad you feel that way. But what I want to know is, where'd you learn to write so well? All those cool words. It reads like Dickens. Really just very cool stuff, kiddo. You should be very proud, okay? Okay. Love you, buddy.
I think it's just more awkward for me, but alright. They just lay down. Oh shit.
Benny! Benny! Ben! Oh God, can you hear me? Richard! Richard, get out!
What's going on?
I think he's unconscious. Call the paramedics now.
Okay, I'm doing it.
I'm just gonna wait until you're okay. I'm gonna hold your hand. You feel that? That's me. That's your mom. That's Mama. It's right out here with you.
If he's ever in pain, all he needs to do is press that red button and the drug will administer itself.
Thank you so much. You know, I know my wife would normally want to thank you herself.
No, I understand. It hits mothers the hardest, this sort of thing.
Thank you for understanding. It's been a rough one. Eddie. Yeah, hey man, it's Richard. Listen, I know Elle's been missing in action, but I just want you to understand things have taken a really bad turn here. Yeah, no, that's not going to be possible. To be honest, your whole tone is pissing me off right now. Yes, I understand you have a business to run. It's a very cliche thing to say to me in a time like this. Okay. Well, then I guess all I can say is screw you too. I said screw you too. Yeah, man, that's all I got.
Hey, this isn't funny, you know? What, you're too scared to talk to me? Well, just so you know, I know you're faking. Because if you were really sick, like actually sick, you'd have told me already. I happen to actually know about this stuff. So the fact that you are faking just so you don't have to go to school with me is actually ridiculous. I don't know if you're embarrassed about our night at the beach together, so you're avoiding me or what, but I just wanted to call to say I really don't appreciate being like.
Didn't want to
I
put the
remember
book
when you were
away.
just 4 years old. Mom was going through a pretty tough time. I mean, not as tough as now, but yeah, her music had been rejected, and she's having trouble adjusting to her quiet little life out here, and I feared that I was losing her. But then you played this on the piano, and just your little hands reaching up for the keys. She just couldn't believe how gifted you were. And once she heard that, well, it was like you brought her right back to me. So, I was wondering if maybe you could do that trick again. Try closing your eyes. See if you can remember.
Wait, that's my bass. How did you figure out how to play that?
Learn out how to play.
Keep playing, B. She's listening.
Cat? What you did? Am I hallucinating?
What are you doing, Elle? She's gonna make you sick.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just so happy she's here. We've got to show this cat some real love. She's been through more than we can even imagine. Oh, her poor fur. Richard, we have to give Ernie a haircut, okay?
I'm getting her a sashimi plate.
What?
What? I think she more than deserves it.
Oh, I think you're right.
Missed calls.
What do you mean she hasn't been over? Like, she didn't even care to visit?
No, I mean, I don't think he's told her.
And you're just letting that be?
I don't know her step. You know how Benny is.
She lost her mother a year ago. You knew that, right?
No,
What does that have to do with...
Okay, do we have her dad's number?
I don't know. Check the book.
Okay, I'm calling now.
Honey.
I think she's doing the right thing by calling her. If Benny's needed for her friend there. Well, it's about time we die.
Oh my god, you're an idiot.
How you doing?
You do realize this is really nothing special to me. I've seen this all before. I was thinking about what you said in the story the other day and how I reacted to it. I feel kind of bad. I shouldn't have done that. But hey, what are you looking at? Don't look up there. Look at me. I'm talking to you. I want to give you something, but I think I don't want to be in the room when you see what it is. So maybe if you close your eyes, I can give it to you and I'm gonna leave. Close your eyes now, okay?
You sure about that? Oh, great. God damn it. As if it hadn't been embarrassing enough. Now you tell me that now that I'm dying. Wait. Because I'm not eating anymore.
What is that?
It's something new I'm working on.
So you're writing again?
Ah, it's just a melody that came to me. It feels good to play it.
It's sad.
Yeah, well, that would make sense. But do you like it?
I mean, yeah. I love everything you do.
What do you like about it?
Not this old trap.
Go on. I'm waiting.
Well, it made me feel like if the unspeakable darkness I'm carrying can be so well expressed, maybe it's not so...
I guess this is really it now. Even the time was slow. It's time to die.
I can't breathe.
I know.
It's okay, Benny, I understand. There's no need to show me anymore.
No, Richard, it's like I can't breathe. Like there's this cramp on my chest.
I know. It's okay.
You can come back to me now.
You have to do something. Richard, I can't breathe. I feel like I can't breathe.
It's okay, Benny, just close your eyes. You know, for a while now, I've wondered if I'm just not a good enough storyteller. If I just don't have grand enough words, can't tell grand enough stories. But grand words and stories, I think they may be overrated. Ugh. I know just what to tell her. Watch for her now. I've seen the gatekeeper take many forms depending on the soul I bring her. But once you see her, you'll know.
Uh-oh.
Believe me.
Josie's gonna take the form of Chloe or Mom.
Don't worry. We got this. I think.
It's either gonna be a Mom or Chloe, that's for sure. Or is it taking the form of the cat? But I don't think our father will be there. Let's be honest. Telling me to look around. Eventually, in front of me, I'm gonna see the gatekeeper. Up, cat.
There she is. Wish me luck.
Gatekeeper, before you sits the soul of a child who died before he could grow old.
That means she's ready to hear your story.
What do you mean?
You know, I never told you how much I loved your story. It's really so imaginative, and the person you wrote about is such an interesting and intense guy. My only issue was, well, I didn't like him very much. So, I wanted to read you something I wrote for you, which is about the Benny I've known for 11 years now. It's called The Great Life of Benjamin Brin. Benjamin Brin was born into an ordinary home, to an ordinary mother and father in a small town by the sea. His mother was a composer, or at least that's what she dreamed she'd be. So, when her own dreams didn't pan out, she began to dream for him. But then, when he was just 11 years old, he got sick and was forced to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he began to worry that he hadn't lived enough. So he made up a story of the great life he thought he wanted to live, which only made him forget the great life he already had. How he had filled a new home with light and joy and promise. How he met a girl, his neighbor, who felt all alone in the world and made her feel okay again. And how, even when he was sick, he still gave his parents hope. How he reminded them exactly who they were after they had almost forgotten. So when he knew he was going to go, he was okay. Because he'd already lived a great life, a full life. And he was everything he needed to be, just as he was.
That's the end. But
She accepts. Close your eyes now, and keep them closed. She's gonna let you in. Go on. You know what to do.
Why is he smiling like that?
He must be somewhere that he likes.
before your eyes. The end. Complete the game, achievement unlocked. So we finished that game. Well, that was a game. Heidi King, Chloe, Eric Ellis in Richard, and Sarah and
Me 2.0 for you.
Wanna bet it's copyrighted?
And when you meet somebody, you're gonna feel the same way I do. I'm gonna say
I am sure. Alright guys, that's where the game ends. Well, that was a story of death and imagination, and pretty much wishing how different you would have lived your life, I guess. This reminds me on a story that I'm working on with my own called Trip Down Memory Lane. It's not the same game, it doesn't use the same mechanics. It's just a visual novel because I can't program for shit, but the story of it also has to do with their own death and going down memory lane, all your memories and regrets in your life. Well, now I'm double depressed. I'll see you guys all in the next video, and until then, have a great one and live your life the way you want it to live, and don't let it get commanded by other people, no matter who it is. Just do what you really want, just what you really feel like doing right now, just what you really decide at the moment. Just go for it, and fuck it. That's the way to live a happy life, at least in my opinion. Anyway, enough rambling. I'll see you guys in the next one.